Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Destined to Roll in our Friday night campaign, Wanderer's Path. We are on episode 24, which is super, super amazing. A couple of announcements to my brain is like short circuiting right now. So sorry. A couple of announcements. We just rolled out a Discord server this week. So if you are not in the Discord server and want to keep up and chat and join our community, please go hop on in there. As well as reminder that we post everything on YouTube. We just released episode 1 of the Patolas campaign on Tuesday and episode 16 of Wanderer's Path on Wednesday. Yeah. And so if you want to catch up on those, as well as, maybe check out some of our other one shots and the like, go ahead and give us is it subscribe on YouTube? I was about to say a follow on YouTube and then I realized that didn't sound right. Go ahead and
On YouTube.
subscribe. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, the Discord channel is very popular. I mean, we've got Lark Alderhead and a lot of people who are not Lark Alderhead. So,
It's actually
yeah.
pronounced Alderlead, but
Oh, okay.
but I love oh my gosh. Lark got a huge kick out of the way you keep greeting everybody like that, just saying. Um anyway, the other thing is if you're not following us on Twitter, go ahead and do so. We post some fun recaps and our announcements and all that jazz. So, yeah, I think that's all my announcements. Yep. Okay. So anyway, we're still waiting for Shorty to hop on in, so hopefully he'll be here soon. Especially since his character had the most pressing thing right at the beginning. But while we're waiting, I can go ahead and do a recap. So, does anybody else have anything? Any announcements?
Nope.
I don't think so. Just trying to think. Okay. Anyway, we can get started. So last session, the group escaped from the tower. They managed to track down a couple of things, find some information, as well as successfully ward off the guards who were investigating the lights and the sounds that were going off at the the top of the tower with some very awesome deception checks. They tracked down some information that kind of let everybody know that maybe Archmage Metis wasn't always evil and that she had a little bit more information on the artifact of Cirrus and what has maybe happened. So finding her journal and her research journal, yeah, her journal and her research notes, the group managed to gather a little bit more information and escape properly. They spent the afternoon doing some fun things, stocking up, trying to collect themselves before they, carry on in their mission to save Brightstone. Snud managed to inspire a whole another tavern to tell stories and enjoy themselves, and the group managed to just gather a little bit more information, figure out what's going on and the results of their previous escapades. So we ended with Cas and Velia going off to try to track down some more information and maybe infiltrate the church to see if they have stuff about the priests and how many people were there and if they could find a way underneath the gate. They managed to find a secret passageway that runs in between the castle and the church. And Cass, after investigating the one that headed towards the church, came back to find that Velia had ventured, investigate the castle, sorry. Came back to find that Velia had entered the church. Yes, that's correct. Entered the church and was nowhere to be seen in the area and returned back in. Elman was a little worried about that. So that is where we are picking up. You guys have about an hour before Elman was gonna go try to track down Velia. So, what would you guys like to do?
So wait, have we waited the hour yet?
No, you have not. You had just gotten back, and that's where we left off.
Okay, so because I remember agreeing to wait for the hour.
Yes.
We're gonna say. I'm sorry.
Did we take a long rest or a short
We did
between?
not.
You've
Sorry,
taken
sorry.
a short rest, but you have not taken a long rest.
Okay.
So you were planning on doing so this evening.
Okay. I'll just continue to work on my projects. Stuff.
Okay.
Dr. Rooks will try to practice his alchemy kit.
Okay. Just doing
I'm
some
okay.
reading at this point, trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does one alchemy?
How does
Figure out
one
the difference between
alchemy?
a beaker and a vial.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, we will say that the hour has passed, Elman pacing a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ, Shorty.
Okay.
I just pulled up his character sheet just in case. And he's at 12 hit points. I don't know if you knew that.
Can
He's
you take a
fine,
short
Zara.
rest as well?
He has like 13 hit points.
I'm just saying, it just cracked me up. I did
Oh,
not realize that.
All our viewers can see this with our D&D Beyond interface provided by D&D Beyond, the best gaming resources ever. I'm not being paid to say this.
Okay, Candle.
It is a pretty great company.
It is pretty
D&D
great.
Beyond sends us a DM that says delete that shit right now.
It's pretty great, other than the fact that you like have to buy everything, but whatever, it's fine.
How dare they make profit? Not
I
good.
know, right? How dare they? Oh my gosh. So
Can you take a
after
short rest as well?
Yeah.
We chose to take a short rest. If you didn't roll with dice, I'm guessing you didn't during that time.
Yeah, I'm guessing he chose not to.
Because we were doing different stuff.
So if he gets here and decides that he wants to, I'll let him. But like retcon and roll a couple hit die.
Yeah, but we have another hour, so we could short rest right now while we're waiting.
Okay.
For technically.
All right, I will short rest. Doop doop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I'm gonna look for the vial during the hour. See if
You're
it's
gonna
on.
look for the what?
The vial?
10.
Vial?
Yeah. Remember the thing that was in the chest?
Oh yeah. Okay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking? I'm so sorry. Okay. Give me okay. Go ahead and how are you like sneaking off from the group? What are you doing?
I'll just go. I mean, I won't sneak off.
You'll just like walk upstairs?
Yeah. Did I already look in a room? I think I did, right?
You looked in a room, you managed to find notes. They were in languages that you didn't understand fully, but you did memorize half of the end part of her notes, and they seem to be what you recognized as Elvish. And then you did not see the vial, but you went back downstairs because Velia was coming back.
Okay, so now I'll take the hour to try to look for the vial. No other places in the room or anything. But...
Okay. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
18.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So you go ahead and kind of get up to a room and slip in, making sure not to alert everybody else. Oh, I forgot to have you lockpick. I mean, I assume that it's not going to be a huge deal. So go ahead and thieves tools to make sure you can. Yeah, you're fine. It's like
Suggestion.
the DC is like 17, so you're good. It's a pretty nice lock. She knows what she's doing. However, you're very good at what you do. So you slip into her room and start nosing around a little bit. You remember that she moved the stuff to under the bed. like her notes and everything. And as you're nosing around a little bit more, you start to look again in places that you would normally not look, and manage to find in the pocket of one of her clothes the vial.
Okay.
What?
I said okay. Can I inspect it? See what it is?
Um, make an alchemy check.
I don't have an alchemy kit. I have a poisoner's kit.
Yeah, that one. Make a poison check for the sake of this.
So
You're not positive what this is.
okay.
It does, like, from your sniffing, it does, like, make your eyes burn, and you're pretty sure it's poison.
Hmm. Okay. I'll just put it back and I'll leave.
Okay.
Make sure everything's back the way it was.
Okay. It's not hard for you to do. You're very good at doing all that.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna roll a couple hit die for Shorty before he
Dies.
ventures it. What?
Dies, I said.
Oh, sorry. That is 12, 17, 24, 34.
Is anyone else though? Or... You good, Rosario? Joey?
I don't know
And
if
is it
Joey's here, to be honest.
Oh, are you asking? Are you asking us if we're good?
Yeah, like I mean,
Oh,
are you
Dr.
taking a short rest, or are
Yeah.
you?
I'm about to say
I'm
Dr.
I'm
Roach
gonna
took a short
I'm gonna
rest the
take a
first
long
time we
rest
got it.
because
you can't take.
I'm gonna take a long rest. Oh, okay, well then I'm gonna take whatever kind of rest I can get because your boy's not looking that great.
You can
Okay,
do short rest.
short rest.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Rooks took the first short rest, so he's up to full now.
Oh, okay, but yeah, you could
He
use you
So
could
that's
do
a
a
hit
has
die, right?
yeah, you could roll hit dice and you just mark them down on your D&D Beyond sheet.
Mhm.
Oh, great! Went up 4 points.
Well, you could do it as many times as to your level,
Yeah.
Like so, okay.
as long
I
as you
did
just might. So
10
there's little
times?
squares under. Yeah, 10 times. You just mark the squares as many dice you use.
What the hell is this?
It's a hit dice.
No, it's complicated. When
Okay.
I'm looking at the hit dice, I've got the Recover Sacred Oath option that could reset the maximum HP during this rest. Is that something my paladin can do, or what
It
is
might
this?
it might be
What?
an ability that you get back in a short rest, or it could be a feature that ends when you take a short rest.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
either one of
whatever.
those
I'll
two.
take a look at it later.
Is that the thing where you crit on 19?
That'll be enough. I'm like at half right now.
You could do all of them. I mean, might as
Yeah,
well.
you
Oh.
just recover half the next day when you take a long rest.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Making me do math. I'm counting on my fingers.
Oh no.
Okay, that's good.
You got full?
Yeah.
Just
And
in case someone breaks into the house.
Yeah, and I think you get some abilities back if you click the short rest thing in your D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some fighter abilities that come
You
back.
get pretty much everything back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a second wind back. And
Actions.
action surge and stone's endurance. Sweet.
During the short rest, I am also going to inspire everyone to get 13 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Just in case. We're not here to get fucked up again, sorry.
I'm not gonna let you get revenge on me for springing a mimic on you.
There hasn't been any mimics in this campaign that you guys have found, so
No, Zari's made this entire place a mimic.
The whole church opens up its
That's
maw
why it's a
and feeds
tentacle. So
you.
Turns out Dawnbringer was a mimic all along. That's what she could speak.
oh my
Yep.
god.
So, Snud, what are you saying to inspire everybody as everybody chills and rests and waits in anticipation for Velia to return?
This is gonna be the best rest ever. We're all gonna sleep, and we're all gonna have like the best dreams, and we're gonna be battling liches and dragons and one-eyed ogres. It's gonna be awesome.
Amazing.
That's nice, Nerd.
Okay, so an hour passes. Elman's looking out the window every couple of minutes, and sure enough, Velia does not return.
Oh no.
And at about the 2-hour mark, Elman is lacing up his cloak and making sure that he's ready to go. Who is accompanying him?
Snud will save the princess.
Dr. Royce is tapped out, so he's going to guard the house just in case she comes back.
Okay.
Zai's looking for a drink.
So is I staying?
Oh yeah, he's staying with Rooks.
Okay. Cass? I assume that you're gonna go and show them.
I don't want them to get caught.
Okay, so Cass, Elman, and Snud are venturing off to find out what happened, or maybe meet Velia along the way back.
Okay.
All right, so you venture out into the night. It's very cool and dark. There's not very many people on the road, and as you're walking, it seems that all the curtains are drawn. At this point, it's about 2 a.m. The stars are very bright above you, and you can see them almost reflecting off the snow on the top of the mountains as you make your way through Brightstone towards the west area. Um, Cass leads you inconspicuously to an alleyway, and you guys all duck in. I'm going to need stealth checks to try to sneak into the underground.
32.
Yeah, look at those rolls.
20.
Oh, shoot, I'm whispering to myself. Elman got a 25. Hold on. Ask every time. There we go. Okay. Elman got a 25. So no problem. You all wait until one of the guards goes by and then very easily duck into the sewers below. Snud, as you're entering into these sewers, it's extremely nice for sewers. Like, it's still a little stinky, but it looks like it's very clean. Everything's made out of the similar stone that surrounds the city. And there's very, very nice, like, passageways along the area. Cass turns right and walks for a couple 100 feet and then begins to start looking along the floor, scrambling with her foot. Will you make another investigation check with advantage?
20.
Okay. It's really hard because of how it blends in with the ground, but you made a huge mental note about where this passageway was. And so you run your foot along the seam of the wall until you find that little brick that is just sticking up a tiny bit more than the others and then stomp on it. You watch as the wall in front of you opens up into this kind of lit passageway. You all walk inside, and then the door closes behind you. The passageway, as you see before, splits to the right towards. Sorry, I'm orienting myself towards the castle, and to the left towards the church, where Velia disappeared.
Yeah. I will lead the charge and go. Yeah.
Okay. So you head towards the left, walking for.
I thought it was the right. Am I crazy?
No, I said the left towards the church.
That must be crazy. I must have misremembered. I thought it was the other way
Well,
around.
well, it's because it runs parallel, and you essentially are turning a couple times. Yeah. So sorry. It makes sense. You're fine. It's cool. Okay. So you walk towards the church, whichever way that may be. And after a couple minutes of walking, you see the stairs with the trap door propped open. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pop up, see if anyone's around.
Okay, make a perception check.
17.
You don't see anybody in this closed, what looks to be a storage room, incense and various candelabras and other like things that it's like a storage room for a bunch of church things. Um, but there doesn't seem to be anybody in there, but you do, however, hear a bit of a scuffle outside the door.
I immediately stealthily run towards them. Oh,
Okay.
oh no, the black. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
So
it's in the
blackened
top
base.
right area. Okay, so go ahead and drop your character tokens.
Am I inside one of
Oh.
these cages?
No, those aren't cages. They're like crates.
Ah, okay.
It's not an Elman. Okay, so I'm guessing we're with Cass.
I assume
We're
so.
following
Yeah.
him. Okay.
It's
Do you know
up
if
to
Cass
you if
went
you would follow.
forward or
Yeah, you would see Cass slip up through the trapdoor.
okay.
Okay, so you're being sneaky, Cass?
Yep.
Okay. Snud, are you being sneaky following?
I am also being sneaky.
Okay, go ahead and roll another stealth check.
First.
20.
Okay.
Then
And Snud has a 7. Okay.
But that
So Cass, you listen at the door, and sure enough, you do hear what sounds of fighting, muffled like grunts, and not screams, but noises coming from outside. Okay, are you opening the door?
I'm gonna quietly walk over to Snud.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to go back to the group and tell them that there's a fight going on here.
okay. Well, it's gonna take some time. We're pretty far from the
Yeah, it would be like
lantern.
it's like a 20-minute walk. One way.
It's a 40-minute total.
Mhm. I mean, I would say it'd probably be 20 minutes if Snud was like fucking booking it.
And like I'm guessing Alma doesn't have sending.
Nope.
Okay. I don't know.
What are you doing?
We have to go save the princess.
Yes. Let's see what the situation is and see if we can deal with it quietly. I'll peek my head out what's happening.
Okay. You see a flash of Velia's dyed brown hair. And it seems to appear that she is fighting somebody around the corner. Her face is very grim. And for the sake of this, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
I'm ready for Dr. Rooks to use that spell he has.
Are we wearing the costumes by the way or no?
I assume that you probably put your regular clothes back on. Sorry, it takes me a second to roll all the things.
I hear that, man.
It is. And all the layers and everything. Hold on. Okay, beautiful. And descending. Good to go. And alrighty. So Velia is reeling back her rapier out. She's holding her side a little bit, looking like she's taken some damage. But go ahead, Cass. What would you like to do?
Okay. Can I see what's over here? No. What's over here?
I would say you can see this dude, but you can't see the other one yet.
So wait, what? Isn't there a wall here?
Oh, yeah, there's a wall there.
So I would only be able to see straight ahead, right?
Oh yeah, true. You'd only really be able to see Velia, correct? But she looks like she's fighting something.
Okay. If I go out there, can I see what she's like?
Yes, now you can see that there is kind of it looks like he's the weirdest looking priest you've ever seen. So he has robes on with a hood, but over them he has chainmail with the sun emblazoned on it. He's holding a staff that has the top of it is another emblem of the sun.
Okay, I'm just gonna go fly over to him and really quickly, hopefully surprise him and get him.
Okay. Go ahead and yeah, for the sake of this, you have advantage. He did not
Okay.
see you coming.
Boop, 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 boop. So 16, then it's an auto crit, right? Or is it surprise?
Because combat was already going, so it's surprise. So you get
Surprise if they don't know if I'm attacking them at all.
yes. Okay, then yeah. Oh, that sucks. Okay, sorry.
Bloop. So I guess I'll roll another d6 and 5d6 for my sneak attack.
Yeah.
So 19 plus 6 is 25.
Mhm.
Plus 11 is 36. So 36 points of damage.
Did you get your original sneak attack in there? Oh, the 11. I see it already. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
minus 36. Got it. Alrighty, so you fly around the corner, coming out of nowhere. Almost you hear a gasp from Velia as you dash in front of her, going to stab this guy right in front of you. Immediately your sword finds a chink in his armor, pushing straight through it, and he gasps and seems to take quite a bit of damage from it.
And then I'll
So,
bonus action attack.
okay.
Advantage. So that's I don't know. Sorry, it's a 16 hit.
16 does hit. So
one whole point of damage.
Oh man.
It's
Dude,
awesome.
that sneak attack roll.
Yeah.
Damn.
I rolled shit for the other one.
I know.
But yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Okay, so bolstered by you.
Wait, can you reveal the area?
No, there's walls there.
Oh, wait, what? I'm confused. Wait, who's it? Is there
So-
someone here, or am I crazy?
No, there's walls there.
Okay, wait. Who's attacking her?
These two dudes in front of you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You can, however, see down
I
this
saw like
hallway.
a little pink thing, and I thought that was like a person.
No, it's just the way the wall worked. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see down the hallway a little bit. Okay, so Velia's turn. She, bolstered by you swooping in and kind of saving her a little bit, she's going to rush forward to this guy, trying to finish him off. Getting sneak attack because you are within 5 feet. Oh, damn. Okay. Good job, Velia. She really was bolstered. I need to roll another d8.
It already auto rolled.
Oh, shit. It did. You're right. Sorry. 19. Oh yeah, he's very dead. So he crumples to the ground. Uh Dead as she comes in after you, driving her rapier straight through the chainmail into his heart, falling to the ground, and she says, whisper like in super hushed tones to you, "They discovered me. I don't think there's anyone else here right now, but we need to kill them and get them out of the way."
Okay.
So, then it is the priest's turn, and seeing this happen, he is going to hold on. Sorry, the thing I made did not put the spells in correctly, and so
Ray's
this did.
dead.
What?
Said Ray's dead.
Yes, actually, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh.
Oh,
I
casting
was-
time 1 minute. Fuck, never mind. I know
Oh.
spells. I know what I'm doing. Shh, Jody.
I was like, I was kidding.
um. uh, okay. Sorry. I'm having to like pull up all of his spells because they didn't go in the thing correctly. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Cass.
Okay. 5.
Okay. So he steps forward and reaches out and touches you. You feel a wave of dark energy wash over you as you take 28 points of necrotic damage. You see kind of black veins coming up under your skin as this energy pours into you.
Yep. Okay.
And he is going to stay there. That is the end of. Oh wait, never mind. And then he's going to swing at Velia. But she manages to dodge out of the way, kind of being able to predict their attacks by now. Okay, Snud, what are you doing?
That is going to move right over here and then launch a guiding bolt at him.
Nice. Go ahead and roll.
Fuck him up, Snud.
Yes.
And while he does so, he's going to use his special ability.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, coming charging in, still knowing that there's a need for discretion, he just kind of growls under his breath that he is the mighty. Oh my gosh, the mighty Dr. Russ. I just read that fully. That makes it even better.
That's amazing.
Oh my Lanta. Are you wearing the mask still?
Oh, you said we were in disguise, so yes.
Oh, okay. Guiding bolt coming from Snud's hand, hitting the guy and doing a bit of damage. Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Snud. Okay. Hold on. I don't know Elman's spells because
You
he.
were prepared to run home.
I mean, yes. Hmm. Okay, he is going to take out his sling. And wait, where's his sling? I don't see it. It's not equipped. Why is it not equipped? That was weird. He's going to take out his sling, or step out into the hallway, and kind of from behind Snud try to get an eye and take out his sling. Seeing that the guy is good, and then is going to dump a couple psychic.
Isn't that super loud?
No, only if he uses one of the abilities.
Oh, okay.
So, but he is going to dump a psychic blades into it. Nice.
Jesus. Why is it blue?
Cause I rolled a 6 and then I rolled a 1.
Oh.
The sling stone coming from his sling, kind of dark energy coming from behind it. A scary-ish look on his face. Alrighty, as it smacks into this guy's head and kind of leaves him a little dazed, and then he's going to duck back behind you, Snud. asking Velia if she's all right. All right. Cass, what are you doing?
Attacking this guy.
Go for it.
Fuck him up.
13. Oh, I have advantage, right? Scatting bolt.
Yes, you do. Because oh wait, wouldn't Elman have had the advantage then?
Is it any attack or is it a melee attack? I don't know.
Snud. Can you look at guiding bolt quickly?
Sorry. Yes, it's the first attack afterwards. So if
Let me just make sure we don't crit. Nope.
go ahead.
Okay, so you don't have advantage then, Cass.
Okay, so 13.
Sorry. 13 does not hit.
Dagger. 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And
Uh,
you do get your sneak attack because Velia is right there.
25 points of damage.
Alrighty. He looks like he's on his last leg and he's glaring at you all. Velia rushes forward with her rapier to finish the job. All right. Easily enough. Just going straight through, bringing it up and going straight through the back of his neck, kind of holding his body as it slumps to the ground, also dead.
Hey, we're victorious. We saved the day.
Okay, we need a place for these bodies to go quickly.
There's some barrels in this room.
Yeah.
We could just dump them through the trap door where we came from.
I don't think anybody's going to be using the trapdoor in the next day, so that's the best bet. Or no, the barrels. You're good. That's a good idea, Snud. And she is like, I mean, she looks a little. She looks a little more flustered than you've seen her before. Her hair is not as perfect as it usually is, and she seems to be functioning normally and still like doing her job well, but she is starting to attempt to drag this body back into the storage room. It's not going very well because she's not very strong, but it's very slow process.
I will help her with my gloves of strength.
Aw. Okay, so you brush her aside and very easily pick up the body that's like twice the size of you and then dump it into one of the empty boxes and seal it off. And come back to her dragging the other one.
I'm gonna go over there and cut off their jaws.
Okay.
I was going to message you privately, but I didn't want to metagame.
So you take a couple minutes to cut off their jaws to make sure that they can't speak with dead. And are you leaving the jaws?
No, I'll take them.
Okay. So slipping them into your bag. Elman kind of rushes up to Velia and is just like talking quietly with her for a moment. But she looks at all of you and says, we're safe.
I'll clean up the scene.
Okay. Make a cleaning check. I don't know.
What is a cleaning check?
I don't know. I'm trying to.
Would this
Does
be
this
We'll
one-
go with an investigation check.
I know, like, right? I would probably go with investigation to make sure you get like the blood between the slats of the floorboards and such.
I will 8.
Oof. Okay. So after they finish a conversation, Velia brushes past him, looking a little annoyed, and comes to help you. Looking over your shoulder and saying, we missed it right there. And it's like starting to point out.
This fucking mess.
I'm
What were you
sorry.
thinking?
I
You're
got
supposed to
caught.
scout the entrance.
I
there.
scouted it.
You weren't there at the entrance.
I scouted it and I found something else.
What?
And she kind of leans back a little bit and pushes her hand against the wall that is right beside you guys, Cass, and opens up a secret door.
Was this really worth being caught over and almost killing us all?
I had it fine. I had it covered.
Where does
I
it
would
lead? Where does it lead to? Does it lead to like the center of the earth, or like a demiplane of demons, or like to a mega super giant kraken that we could vanquish?
It leads upstairs to the Archbishop's quarters. He's not there.
Oh well, that's boring.
There were other people there, though. Let's go.
Did anyone else see you?
Yes, but not. She like smiles a little bit, but not people we should be worried about. I'll tell you back at the manor.
Okay. Start heading back.
Yep. So she leads you back down into the trapdoor, sealing it above her. And you guys make your way back into the sewers. Attempting to sneak out of the sewers. Will you make stealth checks for me?
Of course. Yeah. I rolled a 3.
I only can pick up the slack, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you're climbing out and Snud like slips on the ladder a little bit and his armor clanks against one of the side, but Elman, who's standing at the top already, just grabs him by the back of his armor and pulls him up quietly so that he doesn't clank against the side of the pothole that you guys went down into.
Like he's an armored purse.
He is an armored purse. Oh my goodness. Okay. But you guys make it back out into the city and easily slip your way onto the streets and then begin to walk nonchalantly, looking like some people stumbling home a little late after the events of that have transpired in the city, and make your way back to the manor. The walk is a little terse. It seems that Velia is annoyed at Elman, and Elman looks a little sullen, but you make your way back to the manor, and nothing seems to impede you.
Okay.
Walking through the door, Velia pulls her cloak off and nods at you, Dr. Rooks. I assume you were waiting up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she just nods at you. You read the room a little bit. Snud's fine. Cass looks fine, but Elvin looks annoyed, and Velia looks like a little like she has a mask on at the moment.
Damn, that is so crazy. Anyways,
Fine.
back to alchemy theory.
Solid. So Velia just brushes past you and says, "I'm going to make some tea. I'll be back in a moment," and goes into the kitchen.
While that's happening, Snud is just going to go to Dr. Rooks and say, "What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?"
Every time he says it, you see Dr. Rook's opening his mouth to say something just for him to ask, "What are you doing again?" So he just waits for him to finish while he's reading.
Zai, where were you drinking? In the kitchen or in the like entry room with Dr. Rooks?
I'm gonna be in the dining room, just sitting at the table drinking things that I found.
Okay. Velia, you hear the door open and close. And after a couple minutes, Velia walks by the room and kind of pops her head in and says, I don't know if you care to hear information now or if you'd rather wait till breakfast, but we're all in the entry room. The sitting room.
Okay, cool. Dr. Rooks is gonna go into the sitting room.
You were in the sitting room. She was telling Zai.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Would you go or would you just stay?
I'll stay.
Okay. So after a couple minutes, Velia comes back with tea and sits down in one of the chairs and pours herself a glass. Um, and kind of waits for all of you to gather around. And she looks to you, Dr. Rooks, and says, "So Edna's a charm.
What'd she say?
So Edna's a charm."
When she says that, he literally almost chokes on his tea.
What does that mean?
Who's Edna?
He looks like he's like, when did you meet Edna?
Oh, just now. In fact, she was the one who, and she like kind of nods at you guys. She was the one who caught me.
Okay, where is she now?
Oh, she's in the church. Very safe.
Damn it.
It seems that, as our suspicions were correct, the Archbishop has taken up residence at the castle in light of our attack, and rather than staying in their home in the church ward, the Archbishop encouraged his heir and Edna, the guardian, to take up his residence in the church.
Mm. Quick quick recap. We're going to the church to go fight the clerics, right?
That's what the plan was.
Okay, cool. Does she know about the plan?
Yes, I filled her in a little bit.
Was Blanca with her?
Yes. She's grown up beautifully, I assume. I mean, I didn't see her when she was young, but she's very strong.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna whisper into Rook's ear to cast Detect Magic on her.
Why do you always want me to cast Detect Magic on her?
Because there's mind control.
That's completely fair. But Dr. Rick says, I can't right now.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, actually I can. I cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell while we're talking.
uh Velia actually saw that. And she
Saw
says,
me talk.
you whisper.
Didn't even get to
Cas,
roll.
what?
Said I didn't even get to roll. Not fair.
I mean, if you want to roll, if you want to try to roll,
Yeah.
okay, roll a stealth check.
Would it be sleight of hand?
Either or, I'll let you pick.
Sleight of hand. 26.
Her passive perception's 26, so.
Jesus Christ.
And she can read lips. You're welcome
What
to cast
is she?
a rogue?
No, I know, but she's so good.
She's good at what she does, but that's it, man.
He's already drawing the magical circle and getting the components into it.
That's fine. I understand. I actually would like to make sure that there's not magic on me. But Blanca's safe. She's doing well. She didn't have any message for me to pass on, I asked. But she knew you were alive.
All right.
Anyway, family business aside, It seems that Edna has, as you know, always been a proponent for what's best for Brightstone and has been subtly raising Blanca in that manner as well. Uh, she doesn't support what the Archbishop's doing. But
Would
for
hope
the time.
not.
No, of course not. And neither does Blanca, for that matter. They were very open about that with me.
Sorry, I'm confused. Is Blanca a good person?
Dr. X?
Yes, not. This is the third time I've told you all. That's my daughter.
But you haven't
Well,
Yeah.
seen her in
then
a long
why
time.
did Velia have to fight to escape if Blanca was a good person?
Most likely because the gods caught her or something like that. I'm assuming.
I got sloppy on the way out and the guards did catch me.
Oh.
You're just gonna take their word for it?
Take whose word for it?
Both of them.
Yes, I'm taking their word for it. I have great evidence to believe that Edna is to be trusted.
Also, Edna wouldn't lie about something like that.
But
She
you know who
wanted if
Edna
she
is.
wanted nothing. She's my closest friend. She's the one who's been taking care of my daughter, apparently.
Yes, and also has had contact with several of the other mask members who have been here.
Trust me, if she started siding with my father, you probably wouldn't have left there alive.
That is correct.
Unless she's playing the long game.
I mean, I highly doubt that, but however you want. You don't really know her, so it would be unfair for me to tell you not to pass judgment.
Cass, for the first time, you actually see a twitch in Velia's jaw as her head snaps to you, and she says, Edna is to be trusted. She's not playing the long game.
I mean, I feel like you're too close to this, and you're not able to see past it.
What do you
I'm
mean?
looking at this objectively. You're someone you haven't. Edna, you've had contact with, and the mass has. Blanca, we still have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming she was a child when you knew her, right? Brooks?
I mean, yes, she was, but she
How
wouldn't
old
just.
is she?
She was 6, right?
Yeah, she's 13 now.
Oh, nice.
She was 6 when I was.
I mean, children are very easily influenced by the environment they grow up in, especially at that young of an age.
I mean, listen, I trust her, and that's all I have to
Well,
say
of course
on
you
that.
trust her.
And
Yes,
I
you
trust
can.
her. I trust Edna. I trust her with my life in a heartbeat. And that's saying something. There are very few people in this world that I trust with my life.
Because she's the contact.
No, I have never had contact with Edna.
I thought you said she contacted the mask.
Other members of the mask who have been here
So
before.
you never had direct contact, yet you trust her with your life?
She's had contact with my mother, who is now no longer here. And I know that she wants what's best for Brightstone and wants to see the evil here eradicated. I have very, very good evidence to believe that.
Did Rooks already cast Detect Magic?
I would say by this point it's finished. And Dr. Rooks, as you sit there, no magic seems to be
She's a
on her.
fucking dragon.
No magic seems to be on her.
Interesting.
At all?
I mean,
No, she doesn't actually have any magic items.
Suspicious.
I mean, to be fair, as a half elf, I'm sure that there's like innate magic I sense in her, but that's not really anything
Yeah,
weird.
but no, not like any magic.
You were born with magic, you fucking loser. Anyways, Dr. Rook says, listen, Cass, I know it's difficult for you to trust people, but Edna is one of my closest friends, and I don't think she would lie about something like this. Now, that's not saying you have to trust her, but I think you should at least give her the benefit of the doubt first.
I mean, there's signs pointing to yes, that if she's been in contact with the mask for a long time, then yes. But I don't know. I get a bad feeling, and this is no offense to you, about Blanca. I feel like maybe her upbringing has changed her point of view.
Let me put it this way, as I am the one who spoke with Blanca. Dr. Rex, Blanca's very angry and turned against you. She believes you abandoned her. However, she is very angry at her grandfather and what he's been doing to the people that she has grown to love and cherish and believe to be her people as the future archbishop. And she doesn't want to be his puppet, and she doesn't want to be his tool.
Does the Archbishop trust her?
Yes.
Okay.
Edna's been training her in secret.
To do what?
Fight. Protect herself.
At that young of an age?
When did you start training, Cass?
I mean, I'm not at that age. Not the skills I have from
It's fine. I started my cleric training when I was younger than she was.
I
Yes.
started my
different.
paladin training when I was 1.
I came out of the womb ripping heads off.
Well, I seriously doubt that with your baby strength, you're able to rip someone's head off.
Other babies.
Zylovar killed the doctor. That's what he said.
Yep.
The doctor's like,
Kill
it's a.
Listen, if you don't trust them, that's perfectly fine and understandable. I just think that you should just try to be open to the fact that they also might not portray our trust.
Yes, that's a possibility. I mean, I keep that in mind. But if she's able to get close to him, then we could use that to our advantage.
I'd rather not endanger a child.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be her. It could be me. As long as it's someone who can get close to them.
You have a very fair point there. I don't know how that would work, but you have a very fair point.
I think taking out the clerics would make him very paranoid. And
I agree.
he'd probably retreat and have Blanca be close to him, and that could be the perfect time to strike.
That could, but I don't think you can take him on yourself by what I've seen and what I've heard.
I don't intend to. But a decisive blow is what I'm intending.
And retreating?
I mean, I would hope to have you on standby, but whatever plan works for you.
Okay.
So we rest today and we take out the clerics tomorrow, correct?
Yes. A little more about their their keep. She kind of pulls out parchment and puts it down and starts sketching a little bit of the area. I'm glad I found the secret door because it can get us up towards. Father Martin has an office up here that he's in most of the day. And I don't know how many priests are on site, but they're dangerous and we need to be careful. And from what Edna and Blanca say, it seems that they've corrupted over the years, and much like the paladins, the energy they use is become dark.
Is there any way to help against that?
I don't know. I don't know enough about magic.
Rooks?
Like defend against their dark magics? So he's asking how to so Cass is asking how to defend against their dark magic.
If there's a way.
Oh, if there's a way. There are ways to block certain types of magic, but to completely block necromantic
I
magic
don't mean block,
specifically,
I
you
just
probably
mean help against anything.
certain spells that can protect against certain types of energy, certain types of magic.
Can you use those?
We're just gonna check protection from energy because that's the only one I know of off the top of my head. No, that's protection from good and evil.
Maybe they're evil.
That's completely fair.
Well,
but that's not
of-
what protection. Here we go. Oh, cool. Any person I touch has resistance to 1 damage of my type, and it's a 3rd level spell.
Of your type? What does that mean?
Of your choice of
Oh.
a certain type.
Oh, okay. Is necrotic in there?
Oh, actually, yeah, necrotic's not in there. You actually only have a choice of like the evocation type ones, like acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Elemental range.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly, necrotic's not in there.
Protection from good and evil. One willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, my only problem with that is that if the person I put it on attacks, the spell ends.
I thought, oh yeah, are you sure?
No.
No.
It says protection grants several benefits. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If they are already, they have advantage on a new saving throw.
Oh, okay. But it's a concentration spell, so I don't think I can cast it on multiple people.
Yeah.
That's my only
No.
Unless you
problem
cast it
with
at a higher level?
No.
Okay. Then,
I think it's good, but that would probably just be best for casting on Xylovar because he has a lot of damage output, but he's more of but he's closer to a glass cannon than Snud is.
I thought you were gonna say glutton for some reason.
I know that's where my
Yes,
brain went too.
Yes, he is a glutton for torment.
That damage.
I don't know. I think a good aid or shield of faith is going to be very useful. I'm trying to find a way to I'm trying to find a spell to replace my with find traps so that we don't have any problem. I have that. My only problem is I don't know which spell to replace it with. Anyways, this is meta talk. Let's get back to what we were doing.
But I think we're about to take a long rest, right? You're just
Yep.
Hey.
Alrighty. Any other conversation you wish to have? Any other planning?
Rooks, have a drink with me.
No, I'm good.
Fine. Elman, have a drink with me.
I don't
I'll
remember
sit
if
with
Elman
you.
drinks or not.
I'll sit with you while you drink, but I'm not going to have a drink of alcohol.
And then he's just like looking in the muck. He goes, "Well, you don't have to think of it as alcohol."
Zylova, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm not going to drink alcohol with you.
Snud, come drink with me. Let's celebrate before we have our big fight.
Well, actually, I'm not really into drinking, Ilvar.
He's in the praising God.
Praising God.
Faith the sun.
Oh my goodness.
Cass? You gonna drink?
No. I would like to talk to you, though, Dr. Rooks. In private. That's okay.
Zai,
Yeah, cool.
Velia chimes in. Zai, I'll have a drink with you.
Aha! He pours her a drink.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's Mr. Studio Girl.
Okay. Out of game right now, in my mind, when Vila said she's gonna go to the kitchen, I was like, she's gonna go there and cry or something.
You don't know.
Anyways.
You didn't inside check her.
Well, I'm not really insightful, so I didn't really.
Anyways,
think
yeah, Dr. Roach is going to have a private conversation with his best friend Cass or Rose. I think you're in your Rose form now.
Yep.
With his best friend Rose.
And I'll give Brooks the papers. I need these.
Oh, did you
translated.
take the papers or did you just copy down what you memorized?
I copied down what I memorized.
Okay.
I assume I can't say what I don't know.
Yeah.
What are these papers?
They are information that could be useful to us, but I
Where
cannot
did you
read.
get it?
I got it. Does it really matter?
Sort of. If someone just gave it to you, it might be trapped with false information. That's not very good for what we're trying to do.
No, it's not false information. I can guarantee that.
Because
Do you trust me or not?
I trust you, but I also trust that sometimes you're a little easy to be tricked.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, I'll read it for you.
Okay. You could decide that after you better.
Yeah, cool. What does it say, DM?
It cuts off in the middle of a sentence, but essentially what it says is it looks to be like scribbled notes, very like broken half words here and there. But you see a mention of, hold on, I need to make sure I have the right words. This document's too big. You see a mention of Amber Claire Lapis, which you know is the Queen of Brightstone. And then something that says mother's name is Amber and the red hair signifies, but why would mother run away? And why would she take me away from here?
I don't know where you found this, but it just seems like broken notes about someone wondering why their mother
Let's
sent
use
them
this
away or
gibberish.
something like that.
It's just gibberish. It means nothing.
And then mentions of the Queen of Brightstone.
Useless
Okay.
gibberish, like I said, Zara.
It just seems like notes about the Queen of Brightstone and someone sending their child away or something. I don't know.
It's unimportant. Sorry.
Okay. Have a nice night.
And I'll burn the papers.
Okay.
Oh.
And Dr. Roach is going to sit with his best friend as they drink.
I'm not down.
I'm joking. He's gonna sit with Xylovar and Velia.
Okay. Okay. So any conversation you wish to have? Dr. X, Zai?
Nope. They're just having a nice conversation, and Dr. Rooks is just like, oh, this Velia kid's not that bad.
You collapse over as your drink's poison.
I mean, make a constant. No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll do it. Let's see. Oh,
One
you
of
know
these
when you have
times,
one of these times.
You don't know.
You know what? I'm not
you guys
scared.
make fun of me for checking your detect magic, and
There you go. 12.
The alcohol's hitting you pretty decently. You are starting to get pretty drunk. Um, but it is not poisoned. After about a drink, Velia just kind of nods at both of you. And as she stands up, she says, "Dr. Brooks, are you going to be okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Just gonna go kill some clerics tomorrow. Hopefully see my child after years. The child who thinks I abandoned her.
Are you like, are you trying to hide any emotions? Or are you being pretty frank there?
I feel like the way he's saying it, it sounds like he's clearly upset, but he's trying to make it sound like he's not.
Okay. Do you want to roll for it?
Nah. She can take it as she will. I'm sure she has a very good insight.
Oh, very. Um, she like hesitates for a second, then puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "She's a very brave girl, and she has Brightstone in the center of her heart, and that's what matters to her."
Yep. It's fine. It doesn't hurt.
You did did a good job for the short time you had her, and I hope that she will forgive you soon. I know what it's like to lose a parent. And then she turns and walks away.
Don't worry. Rook's strong, boy.
She just kind
You
of
know what
like
I just
waves
found
over
out?
her shoulder.
Aid actually affects 3 people. I'm definitely going to keep aid rather than find traps. We have Cass. It's fine.
yeah, nothing can go.
Listen, I just don't know what to
Don't.
replace.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate no matter what you pick.
Yeah.
So ignore me.
I don't know. Anyways, Dr. Rooks is probably just going to chill with Zai for the rest of the night before going to bed.
Okay. Any conversation that you guys have?
Nope. Rook or Zylovar is just gonna be singing a dwarven song he didn't know he knew.
Yes, I love it.
I love how your dwarvish has gotten a lot better.
He's just he looks at you confusingly. He goes, "I never learned the song in my life, but I can't stop singing it."
No problem. Your enunciation of syllables are actually very good. I remember when I first learned dwarvish, it was very difficult for me to enunciate a lot of the time. Yeah. Anyway,
What was that?
Are you okay? Did you just almost fall over?
My guitar headstock almost hit me in the nuts, but yeah,
Oh.
other than that.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry. That was just like the best squawk ever. That was like Far Cry bull chasing you level of squawk. Okay.
Oh my
Please scream
god.
is so good.
No, it's the best. Oh my god.
Yeah, Royce is just gonna go to bed after praying to Ebony.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom saver check.
Just check.
Okay. That's a 17.
As you're praying, you feel a little bit more of her presence than you usually do. Like a warm brush of moonlight through your hair. And a couple of broken words that essentially say, "It's hard to be this close in his city, but I'm trying to be with you as much as I can."
And Dr. Rooks just goes to bed.
All right. So, y'all go to sleep. Anybody else? Zai, are you going to bed, or are you like passing the fuck out on the table?
Yes.
Don't ask
Passing the fuck
questions
out on
you
the
already
table.
know the answer to.
Alrighty. Sorry, it just cracks me up. Okay, so you all find your evening's rest.
Yay.
Some sleeping a little bit better than others. Recovering half your hit die and your spells, all of your spells cast. Make sure you recover all those.
No, I don't get spells back on long rest, only short
Ah,
rest.
okay.
Sorry?
Yes, dear.
A quick question about divine intervention.
Okay.
It can be used for anything I want.
I'm pretty sure that's what
I
that
want a
means.
sports
Yeah.
car.
All right. I have some plans if we're continuing in the morning.
Yeah. We're about to continue in the morning.
Yay! Dr. Rooks would like to use Ebony's power. He opens up the book where he talks to his friend and he prays and he says, I want to see if you can take her out for me. And he's going to use divine intervention to try to get her out of the book.
You realize that you can't, if it fails, you can't use this feature again for 7 days, right?
Oh no, actually, if it fails, I can it stays.
Oh no,
If it
sorry. I mean, if
succeeds.
it succeeds, you can't use this feature for 7 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's divine intervention.
Do you want me to roll publicly? I'm gonna roll publicly. Let's go.
I thought Brooks rolls.
Oh
wait,
yeah,
do
you
or do
roll.
I
You roll. You roll. Sorry.
Do I roll?
You
Oh,
roll a
D100.
D100, and you have
I
to
have
get a
to get-
10 or lower.
Do I add anything to it?
Nope.
You
Okay.
don't want to add anything. You want to load it.
That's a 7.
Well,
Oh no,
that's a D10.
Wait, that's a D10. That's a
You
D10.
can roll another
sorry.
one.
roll a
wrong side of the
D100.
problem.
Roll a D100.
Alright.
I
I
lost
picked
my
the wrong one.
shit for a second.
I got so excited. All right, let's see. Let's see if it works. Oh my god, I got a 6.
Even lower.
Zari's angry.
This was okay.
I mean, it's
Give
up
me
to
a
you, Zari,
second.
if it could work at all.
No,
The thing about
that's
it
what
is,
I'm.
If you say it doesn't work because that's just the limitation does because like the thing about it is
It's divine intervention. It's pretty much a wish spell.
Yeah.
Also, but the thing about it is you saying it doesn't work or it not working as well also makes sense because she was kind of trapped by the gods.
I know, that's what I'm trying to debate. That's what I'm really trying to debate, how the power that holds her and Ebony's power right now.
That's fair.
Watch you
He
unleash
just-
some demon onto the
just
world as you're
prays.
fighting this.
He just prays as the book is up. He's like, I might die today, and she won't have anyone to speak to. I would feel bad if I just left her like this. Do your best to try to give her at least some semblance of freedom.
Okay. As you are doing this, in your room, there's a rush of energy, the familiar cerulean blue that makes up Ebony's entity. You see almost a glimpse of her, a full glimpse of her that you haven't seen since the day down in those dungeons. Her hands outstretched, the crescent moons glowing, and she just smiles softly at you. And you hear her say, I can't free her fully, but I can give her several days of freedom. Is this what you want?
I think she deserves to see the world before I might pass.
Then it shall be so. You know I'm quite fond of her myself. And
Yeah.
she smirks and then points at the journal and snaps. And you start to see rising from this journal long blonde hair, curly, wreath of flowers around the top of her head. She looks elven almost, her ears elongated, her eyes closed, a green dress encasing her body. a staff in her hand as she rises from the journal, her feet bare, and lands on your floor, almost in shock in front of you. And her eyes open. You see very bright golden eyes. She both is commanding, but also is pretty short. She's quite short. But in front of you, but in front of you is what you assume to be Arwinia.
Um, Alwinia?
Dr. Rooks, is that you?
Yes, you're not blind, are you? That would be very tragic.
No, no, where am I? And she's starting to look around frantically and looks very confused.
Oh, I might have used a lot of my divine magic to pull you out of your dimension for a couple of days because I might die in the next few, and I thought that you deserve a little freedom before I die and possibly no one knows what to do with your book.
Oh my goodness. Dr. Rooks, I can't ever thank you. And she like rushes forward and hugs you.
Oh, no problem. Um, I try my best. Um, and he he looks at Ebony and says, by the way, go ahead and thank Kitsune for the crazy idea because I'm very sure that nothing other than that persuaded me to do so."
Wait. Thank Kitsune? Sorry, DM's just confused. What do you mean by thank Kitsune? What gave you the idea?
Basically, he's just saying it was a crazy idea.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
And she's literally the goddess of chaos, so there's no other reason.
She is. She is. she nods and grins and then blows a kiss at Arwinia, who rolls her eyes. And then Ebony fades. The rest of you, as you wake up, it's normal morning, and then all of a sudden you hear a huge, loud burst of magical energy from Dr. Rooks's room.
Same old, same old.
I'm going.
Okay. Zai, will you just roll a perception check with disadvantage for me to see if you wake up and hear this from downstairs, pass the fuck out on the table? Nope. Okay, so Zai's still conked out, but Snud, Cass, and Elman hear this. And actually, Cass, before you see Velia wrapped in a robe, walking down, like rushing down the hallway. Dr. Rooks, your door bursts open with your friends staring at you in confusion. But before you guys, you see in the room with Dr. Rooks a blue energy fading from everything. A very pretty elven lady, but her ears are much longer.
Take my sword out.
Okay, you take your sword out.
I will follow Cass's lead. And back, vile demon.
He's not a demon. This is Alwinia.
Put my sword back.
Hello, it's so nice to meet you all. I've heard so much about you.
I see. Have any donuts?
What are donuts?
I don't like her.
That's
Dr. Rush just holds her hand and just says, well, you can do whatever you want. We have a very dangerous mission ahead.
Of course I'm going to help you. I'm not going to just leave you here when I've been you pulled me out for a couple days. It would do me so much honor if I could assist in any way possible.
All right. Do you have like an animal form you can take so that people aren't freaked out?
Oh, certainly. What kind of animals are normal here anymore? I don't know.
I don't know. Turn into like a cat, so people might think you're my familia.
Oh, that's a great idea. And you see her forms shrink down, and it's a very gold, glittering, swirling energy like cat.
Definitely, people will think I'm my familia. And Dr. Roach just opens up his satchel bag and gestures for her to hop in.
Wow. Fucking. And who are they exactly?
Remember the person from the book I've been talking to?
Vaguely.
Yeah, I let her roam free for a couple of days because I might die soon, and you guys should know who hopefully one of you, most likely Elman, is going to be talking to from now on.
Okay, well, she's here to help. I think we should move out immediately.
Well,
And he just puts the cat in his satchel.
That is going to poke the cat. What can she do?
I wouldn't. feel
Snud, in your head, her eyes, gold eyes, turn and look at you, and in your head you hear, "Oh, I can do many things, very many things. I can cast magic. I can know a lot of things, but things from many years ago, and I know Kitsune."
Well, that's great and all, but if you don't know donuts, I mean, you don't know much.
Snud, I haven't been on this world for thousands of years, but I would love to eat a donut if you would show me.
I don't know why, but the first thing I thought of, literally as soon as I summoned her, was Rook's asked for his daughter to love him.
I don't think we have time for that.
Velia kind of smiles a little bit. There's always time for breakfast.
Oh my god.
We can't go on an empty stomach.
At least be quick about it.
All right.
Go down and eat a single pancake or whatever they serve.
One single pancake. All right. Well, you guys are enjoying breakfast, prepping for your day ahead of you. I think that's where we're going to take our break quickly.
Okay.
So we will be back in about 15 minutes.
And we're back.
Oh,
Thank y'all for
thank you.
waiting so patiently. I am the DM now. So yeah, is everybody ready for pure carnage?
Let's hope
So
Sure
everything
are.
everything that just happened, scrap that. Let's start over.
Oh my god. Okay, the best part is that I always go, and we're back. Like just like that. Joey's quoting me greatly. Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
welcome to episode 1 of Wanderer's Path.
Oh god, you mean
Everything?
like everything? Oh, I love you guys. Okay. Anyways, so we are back. Arwinia pulled out of the book. Breakfast is to be had. And you guys are all sitting down at the table. A small cat in Dr. Rooks's bag. What would you guys like to do? What are you doing?
I didn't think
His
I'd
eyes
get
still
this
conked
far.
out on the table.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think I would get this far, DM.
We're
As you
going
guys
to the secret passages.
as you guys are sitting down for breakfast, she says, I can conjure some food that will maybe help a little bit more. Like give you some special abilities and protect you more if you're going into battle, like you mentioned.
Oh, that would be lovely.
It will just take a little longer if that's okay. I know that Cass seems to be in a rush. She's speaking into your head, by the way.
How
Did-
much longer will it take?
Rook
About
told
an
her she
hour.
only had a limited amount of time, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Winia says that she can make us some magical food, but it'll take an hour to conjure. Do you guys want would you guys like extra protection, or would you prefer just to go out now
Well,
after we're done eating?
if it can protect us against their magic, then yes.
What type of protection does it have? Do I know this spell?
Yeah, it's you would recognize the spell Hero's Feast. So you get extra your hit point maximum increases and you get hit points and you become immune to poison and being
Used.
frightened and make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
What a good spell. Why doesn't Dr. Rooks have this?
Because
Because
it's
it's way too
expensive.
fucking high of a level and
Oh,
it
is
is
it?
expensive. It's a 6th level spell
Oh, okay.
and it's expensive.
Really quick. I'm keeping Greater
Shut up,
Restoration.
Cass.
In your guys' opinion, do you think where's it? Do you guys think Holy Weapon or Flame Strike is more useful in this case? Because I know we're gonna be fighting up against a lot of people, but Holy Weapon's also pretty good.
What is Flame Strike?
I'm leaning towards Flame Strike. Yeah, okay. I was just about to say.
Okay.
I'm only leaning towards Flame Strike because while 2d6 or 3d6, I don't remember, is pretty good, Flame Strike can get more people.
Yeah, Flame Strike is... Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because then Holy Weapon's also concentration, in case you want to have anything else up.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess he explains this and says it'll be very useful, but it will take from some of our time. If that's not his voice, but it will take from some of our time. If you don't wish to do it, that's perfectly fine, but I highly recommend that we do.
Well, if it can help, then I think we should take the extra time to prepare and go.
Alright, and he nods at Arwinia.
Okay. For a second, just like a brief second, she essentially floats out of your bag, transforms back into her elven form, seemingly elven form, and spends about 10 minutes kind of sitting on the ground, casting this spell, almost hovering off the ground. And you guys gain 16.
Is it permanent?
It increases your maximum hit points
Oh shit.
So
by
it's
16.
permanent.
So you can
Yeah, and the
heal.
spell lasts for 8 hours, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it lasts for 24 hours.
Oh, cool. So do we get 16 temp or our max is increased by
Your
16?
max is increased by 16.
Cool.
How
Let me,
do we do that?
I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
I
that
see it. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
So his eyes still conked down, and you just hear, "No, Bree, don't leave me."
That's big sad. Dr. Rooks shakes Dr. Rooks shakes Dr. Rooks awake. He shakes Zylovar awake.
Dr. Brooks, I'm whatever, ignore me. I can't speak.
Cool. Dr. Rooks has 81 out of 81 now.
Oh, Rooks, what do you want?
That is not
Give me food.
correct. It's time to get up and eat.
Okay,
Ooh.
so just as you are waking up, you see a very large, like, feast laid before you. So many breakfast foods. Snud, you spent some time describing donuts to her, and so there are like stacks upon stacks of donuts, and so much meat, and like a whole roast, and tons of bacon and sausages, like piles of fluffy eggs and pancakes and waffles, etc., and so on and so forth. And
What are
yeah.
Where
Here's a
in
spell.
where in Kavaki's name did we get all this food? Did y'all raid people while I was asleep? I'ma be upset.
And Zai, as soon as you're kind of waking up, you see a glowing, like just the top of a glowing head from the other side of the table, and then it shrinks, and you see a kind of gold glittery cat jump up on top of the table.
And Zai looked like he's about to say something. He's just, nah, you know what? I ain't even gonna ask, because I'm not even sure I want to know.
Me.
Alrighty.
Snud is going to go on a rant about how these donuts are the best donuts ever, and grant temporary HP to everyone.
Oh, so we're killing these
How much?
clerics is what you're all saying.
13.
Oh, so
To
basically-
everybody?
Oh yeah, we're killing everyone.
Oh, so we're out for blood today.
What? Is that a question?
Alrighty.
At least say excuse me, John.
Excuse you, Hollow.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
rude.
Dr. Rooks, as we're also preparing, Dr. Rooks is going to cast Aid on he's going to cast Aid on Zylovar, Cass, and Snud. And you each get and you each get a 15 HP.
What?
To your
Like to our maximum?
I was already at max. Yeah.
You get at 15 out
Wait.
of your max.
Holy
temper-
fuck.
Nope, it's not temp.
Does it stack?
Yeah. If it's two different spells, it stacks. If it's the same spell,
Mhm.
it can't stack.
Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, so are you
Bruh,
casting it
I'm
at
I'm
the third
casting it at
level?
I'm casting it at a 4th level, and it lasts for
dang.
8 hours.
So 15?
You each you
Bruh.
guys get 15.
What is
you
50
three
plus
get 15.
16? 31, right? Or am I wrong?
Damn.
I am unstoppable.
Oh my god.
I would like to know now, really quick, how much do the 3 of you have now?
I have 135. I'm a fuck shit up with no consequences.
I'm at 128.
I'm at 98. Plus the
Listen,
13 HP,
we're-
the temporary HP.
Listen, guys, we're out for fucking blood today. We're killing these clerics.
That lasts for 8 hours, right?
Damn.
Zari's like, damn it.
I'm just oof.
Zara keeps getting mad at herself.
That's fine. I'm just gonna have people complaining about combat being too easy.
Yes. Zai's gonna take heads.
Send
And
us all the liches, man. All of them.
All
I mean,
of
To
them.
be fair, when we fight the main boss, it's probably going to be a lot harder.
Mhm. Yeah, because people keep adding HP. Okay. Alrighty, so you guys are making your way towards the church. I assume you're going in through the secret entrance.
Yeah.
Busting
Yep.
down the doors.
Are you sneaking into the
Yes.
entrance? Okay.
Yes,
So you guys
please.
make your way across town.
And I assume we have our
Very
disguises, like with us
yes,
in our packs or whatever.
yes, very quietly. And Cas and Velia lead you towards the entrance in the sewer. You guys slip into the alleyway, and I need you to make a stealth check.
Yay.
Ooh, if I rolled a 3, 16.
20.
Natural
good
one.
on
Damn,
Dr.
son.
Coming in.
Elman save us. That'd be okay.
Elman's always doing the extra
Ooh.
work.
Oh, isn't she in my bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she really roll stealth?
Oh yeah, good point. She's a cat in your bag.
Bag.
Yeah.
We are actually doing decent.
Okay.
Velia's got you.
Okay.
Alrighty. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way into the into the sewers. Arwinia has her head poked out of the bag as you're walking, and Dr. Rooks, you just hear a barrage of questions in your head as you guys are walking around, asking what the lights in Brightstone are, asking like how they work, asking about the magic, talking about the fashion of the people and how different they look, and like how the world has progressed, so on and so forth. She's very excitable and distracted by everything that's going on, but you make your way into the sewers successfully. Don your disguises, I assume. And Cass, you and Velia begin to look for the entrance. So I'll either let you roll with advantage or she can roll with advantage.
I think she's better at it, right? I have a +5.
She's a +5. It doesn't matter then.
So let's individually roll.
Okay. 24.
9.
You are very distracted by the gold glittery cat in Dr. Rux's bag. But she very easily goes and steps on the brick. There we go. That's what it's called. Thank you. Just like had a full-on moment. Steps on the brick and gets the door open, sliding open right in front of you guys as you walk in towards the entryway, sneaking your way along the passage. You get to the door and Velia fiddles with the lock for a moment because she had locked it behind her. Managing to get it open pretty easily. She picked this lock earlier and is quietly listening to see if she hears anything above her. After about a moment, she nods to all of you and puts a finger to her lips, showing that you should be pretty quiet as you guys kind of pile into this small storage room. So I need everybody to, since this has like been about 10 minutes, I need everybody to roll stealth checks.
I'll check really quick if the bodies are there and disturbance.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for you to see. It does seem that the bodies are all still there.
Okay. Guessing we put on
No
our
little.
disguises here.
Yeah, you put on your disguises here. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I need to. Yeah, no, it's fine. As you guys are kind of gearing up to go in here, Arwinia says in your head, Dr. Rux, she goes, "Oh, are we being quiet right now?"
Yeah, yes, it's fine though. I'm willing to answer any questions that you have.
Oh, here then. And she just kind of nods at and blinks really slowly, and you guys feel a wave of energy wash over you and have now gotten a +10.
Okay, so what I'm getting from all these buffs is that this fight's going to be incredibly hard.
Nah.
She's giving us that good early.
So wait, did that happen before or after?
Before.
It's 31.
Oh, Jesus
38.
Christ, Velia. Damn. Okay, so we
Are
got You all got stealth check with the +10. So Snud is a 28, Zai is 27, Dr. X 25,
We're fucking
Cass
fine. We're all above
31,
like 20.
20. Okay.
I've never been so quiet in my life.
You've never been so quiet in your life. Okay, if you guys want to put those who are not have not put tokens down, if you would like to do so.
Off.
Alrighty.
Go
Um,
on ahead.
Okay, so you peek out the door and pretty confident that you're very sneaky. Are you both you and Velia kind of listening? So go ahead and make a perception check.
Everybody?
Nope, just the two in the front leading the charge.
9.
Okay, you are so certain that you're sneaky and you're just really taking caution to muffle your footsteps that you're not super paying attention to your surrounding. But Velia leans over your shoulder and points to the right. There's kind of a door, or sorry, to your left over here. There's kind of a door on your left, and she motions and puts out about 3 or 4 fingers and then nods.
Okay, I nod back.
What?
I said I nod back.
Okay. She's saying that there's like 3 to 4 people.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay. Okay. I'm just
I'm
checking.
waiting for her to act.
Oh, okay. Sorry. She's going to gesture with her hand like you can lead.
I'm gonna peek my head out the door. Are they like directly over there, or like are they on the side of the door?
You peek your head out the door and you see hold on. I'm revealing the area. You don't see into these rooms. It's just so much easier to
Oh
just
my
reveal.
god, my eyes can see through walls.
Your eyes can see through walls. But you see where'd they go? Why is this not working the way I want it to? You see what looks to be about 3 priests, or about 3 priests, or 2 priests in the hallway and 1 priest. You can see that they're talking to somebody else who's in the room.
Is this
Really
door
quick.
open?
Yeah, so that you peeked the door open a little bit.
Really
wait.
quick, I think Dr. Ruth would have asked us beforehand. Does Julia know how many priests are in this church currently?
She did not say. She said that they did not know.
Okay, cool.
So I am going to, because so wait, so I opened this door to listen that they're over there.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a lock or something?
No, it was not locked.
Okay, can I
That's
lock
why
it?
it was really easy to open. Sure.
Okay, is it like a bar, or is it like an actual lock?
It's just like a little dinky lock in the handle.
Yeah, I'll just lock it.
Okay.
And then I'll go over to the entrance she showed me.
Okay. So the rest of you guys move towards the secret entrance. Cass, looking down the hall, you see. I like both hate and love Fog of War. Did that work? Nope, that did not work. Can you please work? Thank you. You see a long hallway, and you see another two priests entering in this door. A flash of green and lush gardens outside, as they start walking down the hall.
Okay, I'll back everyone up.
Okay.
To go back into
What
the
are
storage.
Okay. So you guys are ducking back into the storage room? Snud?
Yes, of course. Sorry.
I'm just making
Busy.
sure. I wasn't sure if Snud would, stay out there and try to take on them by himself.
Really quick, is the goal to kill all of the priests here, or is it just to kill the main head honcho priest? Oh wait, the main head honcho priest would be my dad. Never mind.
Well, no, there's the head honcho priest who's Father Martin, and then your dad
Oh.
is the archbishop.
Right. Okay. So basically, we're just trying to kill Father Martin.
I don't know. Is that your goal?
I don't. Billy, is that our goal?
Yeah, that is our goal. We wanted to take out their head.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys are kind of just collateral.
Yeah, they're
So we
small
can sneak past
potatoes.
them.
Small potatoes.
I
Okay.
guess Dr. Rose will
Also lock
whisper.
the
He's like,
storage room if it can be locked.
yeah.
It does not seem to have a lock.
Okay.
Dr. Rose will just whisper to Billy. He's like, so are we supposed to get rid of these guys, or will just leaving them alone be enough?
I don't know. I don't know if when things happen, if
bad
they're
guys.
going to be able to help, but we should at least take out some, more than likely.
I think we should just let them go by and we should go straight up. It'd be easier to just block off the passageway rather than fight all of them. And waste our
Father-
resources.
Father Martin's office is on the other side, upstairs. So I've been told. But, okay. Let's at least try to leave the ones downstairs alive as much as possible. I just hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later when they hear fighting. Do you think it would be easier if we took out some of them as we went, quietly as possible?
I think it'd be more of a risk. The only guaranteed way we can do that is with Almond spell, and I don't know how many times he can do that. I'm guessing not many.
Yeah, not very many.
Yeah.
We'll
So I
save that
think
for
we
we'll
can
save
save-
that for upstairs.
Yes. And then
Okay,
they won't hear
we-
us fighting upstairs if we have the spell up.
Mm-hmm.
Can't we just go back down the trap door and try to lure them in this room and into into the trap door?
We could, but it's a risk. I think the safer bet is just waiting for them to pass by and then going.
Or we could take the bodies that we hid here and take their armor and dress up as them and lure them into secluded areas and then take care of them.
We could. It's just I want to get up there as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste time. We have a lot.
Can I make a perception check to see how far these guys have come down the hall so far?
Yeah, certainly. Go ahead and roll perception.
Natural.
That's 29.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Alrighty. So you listen to the door, waiting a couple minutes, and you listen, and it seems that they pass by, and you hear the door, you hear a voice out in the hallway go, "Oh, that's odd. This door is never locked." And then just an unlock noise and the door creaks open and then shut. You wait another minute and the footsteps seem to have dissipated.
Right. So I think that the people who are originally up here are out of the hallway and are currently where those other priests were. I think that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to you.
So they opened the door.
Yeah, they were confused why the door was locked. There was an expression, and then they opened the door and went out into. It sounded like there's footsteps retreated.
Okay. Then I'll peek out and see if I can.
Sure, and that door is shut. It is unlocked again.
I will lock it again. And go back over here.
Okay. Looking down the hallway, it does not seem that there is anybody else coming.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
I know, it's so fantastic. So the whole party slips their way out into the hallway. You look around this door. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Looking for with advantage. As Velia is leaning over your shoulder.
Can I make a nature check?
No. Can you make an Arcana check? No. Okay. You're kind of sliding your fingers along the stone looking for the the secret door. And Velia just kind of leans over your shoulder and points out a chick in the stone that you didn't notice before that you slide your fingers into, pressing kind of what feels like a button on the inside of the chick of the stone. And the
Chicken
the
stone.
like a cutout part of the stone, like a chink in the armor.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
okay.
Pressing your fingers against some sort of small mechanism button, and the door kind of slides open, and you see before you a spiral staircase going upward.
So I didn't know chick of the stone was something, it was a phrase I didn't know.
No, it's just Zara using weird words. Alrighty, so you guys
Dr. Rook says
file
you
your
out for
way.
traps.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll just. Wait, yesterday
17.
was mages, right?
What?
Yesterday was the mages.
What do you mean? Yeah, that you guys fought yesterday? Yes, correct. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Oh no. Okay.
Gotcha.
Do it,
What is
know?
the marching order going up these stairs?
I go first.
Me up
Dust.
front. I'm a bust open
I'm
doors.
not letting him go up front.
Okay. Velia is second because she's been here before. Jesus. Okay, so what is the rest of the order? Just for my brain.
Dr. Rooks. Where are you two going?
Elman will take up the rear and make sure the door's shut behind.
I'll
Okay.
be right in front of Elman.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Alrighty.
How long
Was
did
I-
you say we spent in the mages tower? Like fighting?
I would
Just
say
in general.
just fighting?
Yeah. Or
Like how-
not just sorry. Like once we killed the mage at the end, and that's it.
How long were you in the tower after that?
Yeah.
About
But
20.
before that. Sorry.
Oh, before that? Fighting all the way up to the top. I would say you were there about an hour or two.
Guys, I just wanted to know for my boots if I had any more time left.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Still got 3 hours.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So you guys make your way up the secret entrance, Elman closing the door quietly behind you. You guys feel super, super stealthy with help from Arwinia's spell. And hold on. It's black, I know. Hold
Oh
on.
God. They took our eyes.
Your eyes have been
You should have rolled an 18. That was the DC.
hold on. So you come up to the top and pop the door open and see a long hallway before you, stained glass windows on your right-hand side, and several doors.
Can I listen out for any people in any of these rooms?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. That's a 20.
Okay. You very visibly hear conversation happening in the room to your left. And you recognize the voice as your very long lost friend.
Oof.
So we're killing her.
What a power move. Dr. Rooks relays that to Velia and just kind of shrugs. He doesn't know if anyone else is in there with her.
After listening for another second, you hear another small voice that sounds a little older, but that you recognize and makes your heart squeeze just a little bit.
Check to see if anyone else is in there.
Go sorry, this door?
Yep.
Okay. I'll peek to the keyhole or something. Or underneath the door.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay.
There's no one in the room. Was it?
You drop to the ground, kind of peering under the crack in the door. You see kind of a tile, a rug a little bit further away, and some sort of table leg. Pacing around the room is a pair of pretty small greaves, clinking as they hit the floor a little bit, and then softening when they hit the carpet. And you hear a younger voice go, "But Edna, but what if what's going to happen? What are they going to do? Are they gonna kill Father Martin?" And then, an older voice, you see a chair creak back a little bit as if someone was leaning back on it, but you don't see any feet, so you get the sense that her feet are probably on the table.
Mhm.
An older voice goes, "They'll do what they'll do, honey. That's the way of these things." You don't hear or see any other sign of any other person in the room.
I will disguise myself to look like one of the priests.
Okay.
Probably one of the ones we murdered, since I probably have more detail of that.
Okay.
And what kind of armor are they wearing?
They were wearing what looked to be red and yellow, like gold robes with suns ablazoned on them and a chainmail over the top.
Well, I can make generic armor, so that's what I'm making.
Okay.
And then I could change whatever's underneath to whatever they're wearing underneath.
Okay.
And then I'll softly knock on the door.
As soon as you do, you hear a clunk, and then go to the other side of the room, and then the door creaks open. You see an older elf, kind of light blonde, almost white hair, as she opens the door and squints at you and says, "Arnold, you're not supposed to be in this hallway. What are you doing here?"
I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. What the fuck is there? Oh my god.
Edna,
I'm sorry.
No, no,
I'm
no,
wondering
no.
what your plan was
Okay,
here, friend.
okay. Sorry, no. I had a plan. It's just okay. Are you friends of Velia?
she's squinting at you.
I'm a friend of her as well.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. It's been a long time. 15.
She rolls her eyes and says, "Okay, drop the silly disguise. Where's the rest of them?"
Queen shit.
Come on, pile them all in here. I suppose you're here to plan.
It'll just be me.
Are the rest of you just waiting in this stuffy?
Oh, can we hear him?
I mean, Velia's glaring at you from the secret door, and she would lean down and say, Cass is talking with your Dr. Ricks, you're like right there too, because you heard their voices. Yeah. So yeah, you would be able to hear all of this."
Dr. Rooks is very clearly waving his arms wildly.
Velia just leans over and she just like grabs your arm and pulls you and shoves you into the hallway and says, "Just go.
Why can't we all go?
We can just all go." Cass is being ridiculous and doesn't trust us again. Let's go. And is
All right.
leading everybody into the hallway. So Cass, you see Velia like shoving everybody down the hallway towards you.
Well, it looks like they will be joining us, so I'll go inside first.
Alrighty.
And I'll
So
kill Bianca. Sort of my backstory.
okay, it's a blank room right now. Sorry, I didn't finish the map.
She killed my parents. Now she's gonna do.
Fair to die.
Blanca breathed.
Montoya. Kill my father.
Alrighty, so in the room as you walk in, you see this looks to be a bedroom. There's a very large bed, the symbol of Brightstone, the sun emblazoned on the gigantic headboard. There's a table and in kind of like some sort of breakfast nook, a little bit of a area where it seems that food can be made or kept. It looks very comfy, cozy. It looks like this as what the archbishop used to where he stayed. And
Dr. Rook closes the door behind them.
okay,
I lock it.
okay. So Dr. Rooks, as you walk in, you see several years older, the same dark brown skin, honey eyes. However, her hair that once used to be the dark curly hair that you used to spend time braiding and tending to, with the one white streak, has now become all white.
Oh shit, she's literally everything I want to be.
She's wearing what looks to be full like plate armor with the sun emblazoned on the front. And her arms are crossed and she is very pointedly not looking at any of you. Edna, however, walks up to you and kind of just bumps her shoulder against yours, both of you not like super touchy-feely. But you see the very familiar visage of your old and dearest friend. I'm glad
He's
to see you're still alive.
He's looking at Blanca and just he looks awestruck, but then just tears start falling. And he goes up to the bed and he says, Blanca?
She just like huffs a little bit more and tries to look away more.
I know you're mad at me. I know you're upset. That's completely fair. But please, I just look at what you look like now.
You see her arms like drop a little bit more and she turns and looks at you. It's almost the same pouty, angry face that you would see as a child when you told her she couldn't have another cookie or had to come in and stop
Don't do
playing
this
with
to
your
me.
friends.
Sorry, please. I came here for a good time.
The like trying so hard to be angry and to keep that anger.
The thing about it is, I think, and I'm not sure what she would roll for this or whatever. She would see just the most joyful Dr. Rooks has ever looked. And as he sees her, you see just all the flowers in the room just start glowing with the color of his man, and they all just start blooming fervently.
There, you looked at me. And she turns her face away a little bit. Now, what do you want?
I wanted to say I'm sorry. I was told that you're not my biggest fan right now, which is understandable, and I can see where you're coming from. And besides, I don't want to make excuses and make you feel like I'm invalidating how you feel. But I had no idea you were still alive.
As soon as you say that, she turns back towards you, almost shocked, and you start to see the tears that were welling up in her eyes that she was trying to hold back in her facade of anger start to pour down her face.
Your grandfather told me that, or implied very heavily. I assumed you were dead, because the last thing he told me was that he knew where you were after he killed your father.
Grandfather killed my father?
Yes, he killed Elberez in front of me.
You see her break a little bit more. He killed Daddy?
Yeah. Yes. I know that probably didn't tell you because it would be much harder to manipulate you that way. But
He told me that you killed him.
he told you that I killed the love of my life.
Yes, that you were taken over by an evil goddess.
Whew. And you see that Dr. Rooks is looking. He's like, "What's the least expensive thing in this room?"
Snud.
Edna just kind of points at a vase.
Well, he picks up the vase, and as he does, it literally just disintegrates in his hands. He's
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
"All right." He looks at Velia. How can we get them out of here as quickly as possible?
They can go back the way that we came.
I know that you probably have a lot of questions, and I can answer a few before we start this, but we have to get rid of the head of this church to cause more discourse.
Papa, do you still love me?
Of course I still love that. That's such a silly question.
And as soon as you're stuttering that, she is rushing up to you and hugging you.
Of course he hugs her. Dr. Rooks kind of shuns her. No.
So no power.
Okay.
It just brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it?
You guys are both kind of crying and holding each other for a brief moment in the midst of all of this chaos that's happening around you.
It's just looking at the spectacle and just eating donuts one at a time.
Donuts you took from the hero's feast.
He
Amazing.
pulls away from Blanca. He looks at Edna. He's like, "Get over here, you asshole!" And he just hugs her like he does a bro hug for her.
Yeah. She accepts it and then puts her hand on Blanca's head and ruffles her hair. And in the midst of the tears, you see that genuine smile that you missed and haven't seen for over 7 years.
He says, "Oh, he looks at her. He's like, this is Velia. This is Snud. This is Cas, and these are your uncles, Elmin and Zylova."
My
And
uncles?
you just see a tear coming down Zai's face.
Zylova is the type of guy
Uncle.
who just goes. When Zylova cries, he's the guy that just goes, "Fuck, dude." They're not my brothers, but they're very close to me. And Snud isn't really an uncle type; he's more of a brother type.
Blanca walks up to you, Snud, and she looks at you and she says, "You wear armor like me."
Yeah, yours is super shiny. You want a donut?
I do want a donut. That sounds really good.
I like her.
Oh yeah. He picks up the cat and says, "This is my daughter, who I told you about."
Uh,
Alwyn,
there's a flash of light and Arwinia turns back into her almost elven form and she bows a little bit at Blanca. You see Blanca's eyes grow really wide. She hasn't seen magic like this before. And Arwinia walks forward. "It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so much about you." And then Blanca kind of like glares a little bit and looks confused at you.
what's wrong?
Why is she magic? She looks so weird.
All right. Maybe we don't judge people based off their appearance, sweetheart.
No, I mean, she's just so pretty. And Arwinia chuckles and she says, "I'm just here for a short time. I'm a demigod."
Casually saying.
I want you to understand how fucking wild this is, Zara.
It's really fucking wild.
This entire time I'm just studying.
Arwinia kind of holds her hands out, and you see a flower that is bright red, that has leaves that expand out like the sun. And she just hands it to Blanca, and then shifts back into the cat and jumps back in your bag. And Blanca looks like awestruck.
We have any questions before we go?
Well, I need to meet everyone properly. And so she walks up to you, Cass, and puts her hand out and says, I'm Blanca.
I'm Cass. I'll shake her hand.
And then she walks up to you, Zai, and says, You're my uncle?
And you just see him trying not to cry. Yes.
This is so in character.
And then she kind of turns back to you, Dr. X, and says, and like whispers, you know, that like super loud, like kid trying to whisper that really doesn't work?
Hmm?
Are you sure that he's not your boyfriend?
Dr. Rooks almost chokes.
Fucking
Eh,
Rooks
yeah,
inside.
Rooks. Yeah, Rooks. Aren't we?
He says, that is a conversation we are not having right now.
Blanca looks extremely disappointed.
No, we are not together. It's just I make sure your father doesn't die.
All right.
She looks at you very suspiciously. And then she just kind of shrugs and walks away and walks up and introduces herself to Elman, who kind of just smiles and pats her on the head. Well, I guess I don't have any more questions. I just want to know that what are you guys going to do?
We're most likely going to kill Father Martin.
Can I help?
No.
Fucking parent.
Why can't I help?
I know that Edna's been teaching you how to fight, but this battle might be a little too advanced for you. I need you to understand that you are the only thing that's keeping me from burning this entire town down.
But you can't burn the entire town down. It's where we live, and the people of Brightstone are so good, and they don't deserve this, Dad. And I want to be here, and I want to help protect the true queen.
You are protecting the people. You are protecting the people of the city by staying alive. Okay.
But I wanna help and stay and help you.
You know what you can do to help? Lead us help. Once I'm done with all of this, I have no plans on taking over Brightstone. Once you're the new Archbishop, you can help as much as you want, okay?
Well, actually, there's something you could help me with.
Oh, definitely. What?
I'll go up to her. So, Rooks, the Archbishop, he trusts you, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't trust me because I'm a kid and I can't do anything, but I mean, he seems to kind of love me in his own icky way. She looks like so disgusted. His own icky, stupid way.
Do you ever give him gifts or anything, or does he give you
No.
gifts?
The only gifts he gives me is lessons and making sure that I stay focused.
So he wants you to be more devoted to your religion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Papa, he wants me to become a cleric, and it's so stupid.
You still... Oh, that's fine. Not everyone wants to wield the power God gives you like me.
Oh no, I want to wield a power. I just want to be like those who actually go out and fight and do things. I want to be a paladin, Dad.
Okay.
Paladins are so cool.
They are so cool.
Does Blanca seem to have any weapons on her?
She does. She seems to have a sword. There's a sword leaning against the side of the bed that you know is not Edna's style of sword, as well as a
Oof.
shield.
What a badass! He's everything I want to be.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry. Go ahead.
He says, "Well, you can help by continuing your paladin training. Have you chosen a god in the pantheon to follow yet?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of get power from Cirrus still, but he doesn't talk very much.
Must be nice. Um, fucking ghosts me for 20 odd years, but my daughter texts him. He's ready and a heartbeat.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
he's like, listen, being a paladin isn't just about attacking things. Once you get older, you'll understand. Being a paladin is about wielding the power, is about crafting the power a god gives you into what you want to protect others. You
Yeah.
can protect others by giving them calmness when things start to go awry in the city.
But I want to protect the city and I want to protect those who are here to do good. And she's like, you get the sense that she's never been able to really like fully talk about this and have someone who's interested, and like the fact that she wants to catch you up on who she is.
His daughter's a fucking dork, and I love it.
Yep. And that's what Edna's been helping me with, and the kind of power I get, it doesn't come like super easily, and I've had to work really, really hard. But I want to protect, and I want to help those in the city and keep them safe, and I want to keep the queen safe.
Dr. Rooks is going to kneel down. He puts a hand on her shoulder. He's like, I'm assuming she's a very basic paladin at this point, right?
You don't know.
Alright, can I make an Arcana check?
It's level 20.
Make an insight check. Or what are you trying to sense? You're trying to
Trying
sense
to
the
sense how
magic
far
around
she
her?
is in her. Yeah, I'm trying to sense how far she is in her magic training. Essentially.
Okay, then make an Arcana check.
Okay, cool. I'll just say because fighting is only one part of the paladins. That's a 19.
Okay. You
One
put
out
your
of 20. Where is she at? Sorry.
you put your hand on her, and it's almost a familiar sense. You yourself were a prodigy. You grew so fast in your magic and in your training, and you sense how strong she is. You can see how strong she is physically, but you sense that she is devoted, and she's not super strong, but she's formidable.
Mm.
You would say
Um,
she's as strong as the paladins that you already fought.
Get fucked, guys.
He is a fucking prodigy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dr. Rooks, he's like, I'm going to trust you with something incredibly special that you can use to actually help people. And he is going to, where the fuck is it?
Deck of many
Fuck, I just
things.
realized, I'm about to realize he can't give this to her. So he just says, here. And he hands her his old knife that he was using before I gave him a new one.
Mhm.
And he says, I've had this knife ever since I started my adventuring. It was very lucky for me before I got one that has even more sentimental value. He gives it to her. He's like, what I want from you to do now is to keep training and getting stronger. And I know that training is boring. When I was younger, I would leave to go read at the library instead of training all the time.
Oh, I don't mind.
Although,
Nerd.
I really like training, actually. Just
well,
not with grandfather.
what you can do is get better at your skills. You're going to go with Edna, and what you're going to do is stay safe with her because they're going to be looking for you. I need you. And you see he whispers, he's like, I need you to keep Edna safe because as sneaky as she is, she can't shut up. I hate you. She can't really handle herself in a fight with the other paladins. And I fought a bunch of paladins recently, and you're just as strong as all of them.
She grins ear to ear.
Right.
Well, maybe then I can actually protect the true queen, and I'll get stronger, but I want her to be, she's so nice.
The true queen is the old lady, right?
You don't know.
Damn it.
The true queen? You mean he says the queen's name because I forgot.
Amber, I forget her last name
Yeah,
off the top of my
it's
head.
Amber.
Just Amber.
Queen Amber. And she kind of makes a face and says, "No, Queen Amber has been in grandfather's pocket for years. I'm talking about Miss Velia."
Well, I'm sorry. Queen Amber didn't have any children.
Velia, if you guys are looking at her, she looks as shocked as she ever has.
Velia, Velia's that one meme of the shooting guys, like, why did you do that? It tells her
Yep,
secrets to a
yep,
literal child. Blanca,
yep.
why did you do that? He kind of like, he's like, Velia, tell her that she's just imagining things. Velia,
Edna,
your silence is very disconcerting right now.
Edna actually steps forward and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I recognized her as soon as I ran into her rifling through Frederick's desk."
Is that a queen-like behavior?
Velia crosses her arms and like huffs a little bit. "I'm not a queen. I just happen to maybe be a descendant of one."
Rooks instantly walks over and hugs Velia and says, I'm very sorry for your loss.
She
And he pulls a what? Oh, go ahead.
she hugs you back, a little shocked. And then what were you saying? Sorry.
He pulls away. He's like, we're going to make sure that he pays for his crimes.
Yes. Yes, we are. And we're going to save the people of Brightstone and let them decide what they want next.
And then he goes back to Blanca. He says, Blanca, you're going to be an excellent hero one day. I'm sad that I can't follow your example.
Right.
And he kind of laughs. He's like, it might be a bit ridiculous for me to say this as your father, but you're the person I look up to most.
Aw. She starts to cry a little bit and gives you a really big hug.
Yeah. He's like, Edna could have been my role model, but she's kind of terrible, like just the worst.
just as you are just the worst yourself.
They literally both flip each other off before and then put their hands on it before Blanca looks back up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love them. What a good bro.
So, could you two tell me everything you know about Ceres?
About what?
Ceres, right?
Cirrus.
Ceres, sorry.
Oh. The god?
Yes.
He's the
Not general, I mean specific.
Blanca like sighs. Blanca sighs and she looks like she's reaching, like that look when a kid is trying to remember everything that they memorize.
Yeah, for the fucking test.
Yeah, like this is a test. Hold on one second. I want to make sure I rattle this off correctly like she would. Cirrus is the god of sun, warmth, magical healing, and defense, and he is revered specifically by Brightstone because he was the one who helped create us and who we are. He came from the All Eater at the end of the Great War of the Gods and the Primordials when she looks like she's confused. And then she says, Remus, that's him. When Remus split the All Eater in half, and it made Ebony the goddess of the moon, and Cirrus the god of the sun. And And yeah.
Dr.
And
Rook
then,
starts clapping.
So-
oh, and then Ebony was kicked out of the Pantheon because she cared too much. I don't know why, actually.
Rooks.
She left the Pantheon because she didn't like how the gods didn't care enough about all of us.
Oh, in the books it says that she was kicked out.
Well, the books are probably biased.
So I'm assuming by that clapping that everything she said was correct.
Oh yeah, she's correct about my god and hers apparently.
Apparently.
Oh, I worship Ebony now. In case everyone in here didn't know.
What's
What?
I mean, you kind of like completely hated Sarah. So.
Oh no, fully, and I probably always will until I get an explanation. But that's not the point of this conversation.
Also, do you wear your armor all the time, or do you wear casual clothing around the
I
archbishop?
mean, sometimes, but he doesn't like it when I wear the armor a lot because I'm supposed to be in robes, but I like wearing the armor.
What kind of do they have the symbol of the god or anything with colors? What do they look like?
Why are you asking me what my clothes looks like?
I'll just change my clothes. I can change into you, and so we're gonna try to get close to him by having the visage of you.
You can change into people?
Yes.
Can I see?
Cass rolls her eyes very slightly, and they'll change into her.
Blanca like walks up to you and pokes your cheek.
Please don't do that. And I'll mimic her voice, and I could also do this.
She's gonna like turn and look back at Dr. Rooks with like a full-on shocked face.
Yeah. Rose / Cass can turn into whoever they want.
That's so cool. What kind of magic is that?
It's the kind of magic I was born with.
I thought it was because of your special boxers.
No. I
She
thought
has
Snud rolled an
no
inside check.
Of course, my daughter.
I was
oh my
about to
God.
fucking what?
Sorry, you made my daughter a himbo.
Yep.
What is that?
She takes a little bit after Alvarez.
A himbo is a buff person who's really stupid.
Oh, I've never heard
She's
that.
I'll share her character sheet with you later if you really want to see. She's super cute.
No, she's probably incredibly ripped.
Oh yeah, she was a 16 in strength as a kid.
Right.
Jesus. She's out here throwing blows.
Fucking Deku, like a 13-year-old ripped. Right, so if you could describe the clothing to me, the robes.
Oh, here, I just have extra. I have so many of them. I can just give you one. And she will reach into you see like a trunk off to the side. They kind of took over the archbishop's area, and she reaches in and pulls out a robe and hands it to you.
Is she like looking through a drawer, or is she just handing me one?
She's just handing it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the drawer and see if there's anything that like resembles like Sarah's kind of theme colors. Unless the one that she threw to me was that.
Yeah, that was. They're kind of like a light red robes with the sun emblazoned on them. They look pretty similar to the robes that the priests wear around here.
Okay.
We should probably save you turning into her for later.
Well, yes, but now that I have her, I could learn now.
Where's Father Martin?
Edna says, Father Martin I think he is in his office for most of the day.
And where's Sam?
Secondary question: would you guys like to leave now or after we get rid of him?
Blanca looks at you. After?
And he looks at Edna.
She rolls her eyes and says, Blanca, no, we're not going to join them.
But side,
Blanca's like full on pouting.
Oh my goodness! Listen, I don't want to be that. You're 13. You should not be murdering
Please.
someone. I can't believe I have to explain to you why a 13-year-old should not be murdering people.
Please.
oh my god.
Fuck
I
that. She
was
did not roll
murdering
for
people at 13.
You're Goliath. That's different. You stay over there.
That's racist, but okay.
I agree with Zai.
Oh my god! You see what you've done?
Look, either way could be beneficial. Either they leave now and they don't have suspicion on them. It depends on where Edna is taking you.
She'd probably take me to the church or the castle.
Then I suggest after. But she could stay in here, Brooks. And it might be easier to slip out in the chaos.
All right.
Is that okay with you, Brooks?
Yeah. And Dr. Rooks pats around and he just says, after this, I'll take you out and we can go beat up some monsters or something.
She gets like so excited. Okay.
So my plan is to do not leave this room until I come back here. Unless the others come back and I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm assuming Edna's gonna stay with you.
Okay.
Really quick, would I know that what's Edna's weapon of choice?
Flamethrower.
She typically she's proficient in multiple weapons. You have never seen her not pick up a weapon that she doesn't know how to use. Whether or not she actually has the strength to wield it is a different story.
She's proficient in these hands.
She's a fighter.
She typically prefers to use a rapier or a whip, and is also been known to be one of the best archers in Brightstone.
Interesting. You gotta nudge with her. He's like, maybe you can spar with Zai after you're done.
To Blanca?
Oh, he says that to
to Edna. Blanca actually chimes in. She goes, "Can I spar with Zai?
No.
Zai, can we spar, please?
God damn it!
Don't expect me to take it easy on you.
Don't expect me to take it easy on you."
I almost threw hands with the 12-year-old.
I mean,
right. Is there anything else I should know about the Archbishop at all?
He's a dick.
Right. I meant.
And then Edna goes, "Language, Blanca."
I meant useful and pertinent information.
That's pretty useful and pertinent because people who are like that only act like that.
Also, where did you even learn that word?
She looks really guilty. I heard the paladin saying it when I was watching
Jesus
them.
Christ.
the paladin? Which paladin? Snud? Snud doesn't swear.
Snud, you're a paladin?
Sure am.
She like rushes up to you with like super big eyes.
Someday when you grow up, you can be a Dragonborn Paladin too.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be a dragonborn, but I want to be a paladin. I can't be a dragonborn. I'm a human.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
What do you know about being a paladin? Maybe you could teach me some.
Sure can. I'll teach you how to fight dragons and liches and like claws that have like 8 eyes.
Oh my gosh. Have you fought all of those already?
I fought a dragon. I've got a bucket list somewhere. I just I'm
He's fought
scratching
2
them
dragons, actually.
as I
You
go through
fought
them.
2 dragons?
Yeah, one was green and one was a robot.
A robot? She's like looking at you, Snud, with stars in her eyes. She is so excited.
Here, I wanted to give you this, but you guys were busy talking about non-important stuff.
Give me what?
I wanted to give you a sending stone so you can talk to Dr. Rooks whenever you wanted to.
My heart.
Oh.
Cass has the other one. Cass, would you mind giving it to Dr. Rooks?
Yes, if you don't have it anymore, I suppose it has no use to me. Here you go, Royce.
He takes it. He's like, that's really sweet, Snud. Thank you.
And Snud is going to give his to Blanca.
Aw. Okay. Okay.
All right, so now Dr. Rooks has 2 children.
So, I think it's about time we go. He's in his office, correct?
All right.
Yeah. Blanca says. Or not Blanca. Edna. Ah, so many NPCs.
That's okay. Okay. Rooks.
All right. And he just hugs Blanca, gives her a kiss on the head, and he does the anime bro hold hand with Edna.
As you guys are leaving, she rushes up and she kind of puts her hand out to Snud, like super seriously, like to do the arm grasp thing.
Snud just looks at her. What is this?
But I see all the paladins doing this, so I figured we should.
Okay. I mean, Snud doesn't know what to do, though.
She'll like take your arm and like it's like shaking hands, but she like grasps up your arm and you like make one serious shake and she's giving you like the most serious face ever, and then she grins at you and then pulls away.
Okay.
And then she walks up and rushes up and hugs Zai your leg.
Oh, I guess this is happening now.
It's nice to meet you.
And he pats her head. It was nice to meet you too.
And then she'll walk up to you, Cass, and like look like she doesn't know how to say goodbye to you.
Bye, and I walk away.
Okay. And then she'll kind of walk over to Elman and give him an awkward hug as well. But then she walks up to Velia, and it's actually like really funny because she drops to one knee and kind of like inclines her head a little bit and then looks up and grins like she learned how to do something formal and got excited about it. And Velia looks like this is the most flustered you have ever seen her.
Dr. Rooks is sad because now he realizes Brightstone doesn't have doesn't have an archbishop anymore, but Velia now has a private guard. That's a 13-year-old.
Velia just kind of pulls her up and gives her a hug and tells her to just be good, okay? And Blanca kind of nods seriously.
You're a vital part of this mission.
And then she rushes back over to you, Dr. Rooks, and kind of pulls you down and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
After this, you'll have to meet my horse, Black Rose.
You have a horse?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yes,
We think
Black
it
Rose
says.
is technically your sister because I raised her from the brink of death.
I have a horse as a sister? That's so cool.
I
And
know.
Zai turns to Snuddy. Did she say horse or whores?
Aren't they the same thing?
No, they're not.
Oh.
I mean, depends on who you ask.
I'm going out the door.
Well, the only
Okay.
time
I'm
the only time I've heard whores is people saying I was writing that whore all night long. Oh, I thought it was a horse.
Blanca just
No.
starts cracking up. She is giggling uncontrollably.
I'm assuming Edna told me where the office was.
No, she heard it from the paladins, probably.
No, sorry. I said I assumed Edna told me where the office was, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Dr.
she
Rook,
totally did.
Dr. Rook snaps and Dr. Rook snaps to, "Hey, young lady, language," before just leaving the room.
All right, and on that note, I think that's where we can end tonight's session.
Hey, the best NPC.
Oh my goodness, amazing. I love everybody. Okay.
Sure.
Oh my goodness, they're so cute and it makes me really happy. Okay, so just a couple of reminders and announcements as we are wrapping up for the night. We will see you next Thursday for Patolis, which will be super exciting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I think we were going to be on like episode 8.
8.
Yeah, that sounds right. And then come hop back if you want to see the continuation of this campaign on Friday. If you're not following us on Twitter, go ahead and do so, as well as hop on in our Discord server if you want to hang out with a cool community of people. We are
cool kids.
with all the cool kids. We are going to do a raid, so stick around. Show them some love. Hold on, I need to do ! raid in chat.
Oh, who are we rating today?
I haven't decided yet.
I just
I'm
saw
trying
what
to
you
do
did
that.
in chat. Oh my god.
Of course, horses and whores are the same thing.
They are
like,
totally the
like,
same thing.
like I said, it depends on who you ask.
Okay. So we're going to do a raid. I don't have any friends who are streaming D&D right now, so we'll find somebody new to go make friends with. So yeah. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Please stick around for the raid and maybe make some new friends. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Everybody
Yeah.
say good night.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.